Hi guys, it's Angel. It's the week of February 4th, so I'm going to do your medicine tarot reading for this week. Astrologically, I'm a little bit out of the loop. I haven't really been paying attention. I think I'm still recovering from that full moon in Leo, the lunar eclipse, because my head is really fuzzy and just been having a lot of emotional upheavals. So yeah, I know that I'm not alone in that, and that's basically why I'm sharing it with you, not to get sympathy or anything like that. I'm just not normally an emotional type person. I'm pretty good with balancing my emotions for the most part. I mean, my husband might argue with that. But anyways, I do know next week, February 15th, is the solar eclipse in Aquarius. So this is powerful. That's coming up on the new moon. So yeah, I feel like I'm feeling that now, and then the tail end of the lunar eclipse. It's just a lot to take in. This solar eclipse is a powerful time for change and transformation, and I feel like, you know, it's going to illuminate and bring light to things. Maybe some unexpected things will come up for a lot of you because it is an Aquarius, and Aquarius can sometimes, you know, just smack you in the face when you least expect it. Anyone that knows or lives with an Aquarius can, you know, definitely relate to what I'm saying. So today we're going to tune in for February 4th, the week of February 4th, and see what the guides have in store for us this week. Just to give us some guidance on how to get through this week, what we need to focus on. Also, just a side note, I'm so proud of myself, I posted all 12 signs for the month of February, so check that out on my channel. I'll be doing that every month for each month, so it's like a monthly forecast for your specific sign. And I've been wanting to do that for a really long time, but I had it in my mind that it was going to be really challenging, and it was actually a lot easier than the weekly readings, which was really bizarre to me. It just flowed really naturally, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm definitely going to do it again. And that'll be posted at the end of every month or the first week of the month. So yeah, there's a full moon on March 1st, another double moon month. So March 1st and March 31st, there'll be moons again, full moons. So that's blue moon in March, just like January. So let's see, February 4th. What do we got in store for February 4th? What can the guides help us, give us guidance for February 4th? Oops. Yeah, so definitely the guides are just talking about releasing things, needing to release things, needing to let go of things. And this is specifically material things, but also patterns that you might be holding on to that are just not serving you, and they're just like normal habits that you have come accustomed to, have been using to cope with difficulties. So February 4th. I'm just waiting for the signal, the guides, to tell me when. February 4th. Week of February 4th. Alright, so beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. So we have an interesting spread this week. So at the beginning of the week, the guides are asking you to review some of your past and present details just to plan a better future for yourself and those that are directly benefit from your life planning. And I particularly see that in terms of parents, people that are parents that are watching, that have children. They're saying, you know, it's time for you to think a little bit further than paycheck to paycheck. So this is related to money. So maybe making some kind of an investment, putting away some savings, making some kind of a plan that benefits you and your loved ones in the future. Also, they're talking about releasing judgment. This is huge right now. I feel like a lot of us are really analyzing what we're doing in life, where we're at, why we're here. All those types of questions are coming up, which is a natural phenomenon during these eclipses, to dig deeper, to go within. The one thing that can happen, and they're really advising you to be careful and to be mindful is you could be judging yourself or other people around you, like, oh, you know, I've progressed, but they haven't, or, you know, I'm not progressing enough, I'm not making the changes I want in my life, or just being a little bit too critical is what the guides are saying to yourself and other people. So just really tone that down. That doesn't help anyone. You know, if you're going to criticize yourself, you're not going to grow as big as you could if you were to nurture yourself, encourage yourself, be kind to yourself. That's where the real growth will take place, not under scrutiny and not micromanaging every move you make or didn't make. That doesn't encourage growth. That makes you feel small almost all the time. A lot of people argue, well, you know, that's how you get better, you know, by critically analyzing you, yourself, your career moves, and I would agree. You do need to, you know, critically analyze the steps you're making in terms of career, or the choices you're making in terms of relationships, etc. But when it comes to the point where you're never seeing anything good that you're doing, or you're not celebrating the progress you've made, that's when you've taken it too far and it's moved into judgment. So the guides are asking you to remove the judgment. Midweek, some of you might be feeling like, you know, you're not able to create the magical life that you want. You're feeling a little bit deflated is what the guides are bringing the feeling to me. It's just like, ugh, you know, like, do I have to do this? How do I make this happen? I give up. And you're lying to yourself is what the guides are saying. You're creating illusions in your mind that are sabotaging your progress. So be mindful of those things we tell ourselves, those, like I said, going back to constant criticism and things like that, that just don't help you progress. Let that go is what they're saying. This week is really about planning your steps to keep, you know, an eye on the big picture. And again, it comes up at the end of the week where it's like, okay, what am I missing? What am I not looking at? Like, I feel like the guides are just showing me like you're looking a little bit too small. You're looking, and this isn't a criticism, but this is just, you're thinking right here, right now, which, you know, in all the yoga philosophies, you're supposed to be in the present moment. But they're just saying keep an eye on the bigger picture. Like, how can I contribute to the world is a question you want to present to yourself. How can I make the world a better place, rather than how can I get by this week to pay the water bill? And I know that might be a harsh statement, especially for those of us that are struggling financially and that do have to consider the water bill. But they're saying, you know, you open up the floodgates, you expand a lot bigger when you think bigger. When you know, trust that water bill will be paid, when you keep your eye on the bigger picture and move towards bigger, better things. Again, I know that some of us are struggling financially, you know, and I'm not trying to take that away from you or say that that's nothing to, you know, really don't pay attention to the details. I'm not saying that. But you can pay attention to the details without forgetting the bigger picture is basically the message. I hope that helps you this week. Check out my new videos for the month of February for each and every sun sign. And also, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do that I put it in the links below. I have my email there and the phone number to my boutique in Bedford. I do in-person readings, on-phone readings, and Skype readings. And yes, they're all the same, whether you're in front of me or not. I can still translate the information the guides bring to me. So you don't have to be with me in the same room. But I always enjoy those readings more, and especially the 1 hour reading, I do provide free crystals with that reading, and I intuit all of those for you when we're in person. It's a little bit harder for me to do that, although I have done it in the past on the phone. It just takes a little bit of time for you to get your stones in the mail. So take care, have a good week, prepare for this solar eclipse just by getting a little less critical so you go into it with a positive outlook, because sometimes Aquarius can kind of whip you into shape. So we'll see next week. I'll I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.